about to serve, or he's got 15 years left, and he just says, yo, some man that have come in here haven't even got kids, and they're about to do 35 years, and all is left from their mother is a picture that I have of the youth on the wall. And, you know, you're having big men that are like 55 years old, 50, 45, 40, coming up and saying, you know what? No one's ever come in and spoke about history the way that you spoke about history. I didn't even know about my history. And that kind of says to me that there's a disconnection, and I keep saying this in most of my work. If people follow my videos on YouTube, I say all the time that there's a disconnection in the way in which we connect with the youths that are going into the prison system and those that are about to come out the prison system. Many of us on the outside, we have got talk for days about what we should be doing and what ought to be done, but many of us don't do it. I'm not going to stand here and sit here and attest that I do everything, because I don't, because there's many people in the community. And big shout out to you, because enough organisations that have connected with certain men in prison. You're definitely doing some work, and you're definitely at least changing the minds or the hearts of the youth that, or the mandem that are in there. Now, one of the questions that I asked some of the inmates is, you know, there's much talk about history, there's much talk about belief, and there's much talk about whatever it is that's going on in the community. And one of them put up their hand and they just said, listen, big man, there's no point people sitting there debating and talking about what people shouldn't be doing. Right about now, we don't see these people. We don't see them. And I've got a daughter, I'm talking about him. He says, I've got a daughter that's 13 years old, and I'm not coming home for now. And with all of these organisations, all these people claim to be working in the community, where are they? So I'm just putting that out there, that this is not me saying that, this is inmates that are saying that. And one of the things that I kind of said to them is that even though many of them are serving life in prison, even though some of them are not coming out for the next 15 years, next 10 years, next 8 years, or whatever it is, they still have something to give. And one of the things that I got them all to do was, there was about 45 to 50 of inmates in there. And what I got them to do was, I got them to write a small note or a letter to not just their children, but to individuals that they feel that might be deterred or believe in the illusion that the road's cool and prison is the way forward. And these were like some of the things that I kind of picked up. And this is the first thing that I'm gonna look at first, which was from Sachs. Now, anybody that knows, or anyone that lives in Hansa will know who he is and whatnot. And I'm going to translate what he said in the message, because he said he wants me to give it to young people in the hood. So he said, from Sachs to the youth, in the ghetto, in the prison. He said, I've been in prison for 15 years. He said, most of the youths now know me and say I was a bad man. Yes, but know that now I'm a person that is trying to be legit, and I'm fighting for freedom and rights and old school ways. All I want the youth to know that the bad man thing does not make it. And remember in life that you need to be your own man. Stop following people. You need to set a plan where you want to be in life. And you need to ask yourself that question. Do you really want to be a bad man? Do you really want to be in prison? Prison is all about business. It's all about your prison number and you serving the system. And after serving 15 years in prison, I've come to that conclusion that everything that I did in my past, despite some of the things that I say now, all the people that I've hurt, all the people that I've damaged, I wish that I'd made certain choices. So this is a big man, like I said, you know, even my family, like I said, he said to hail up my pops and all the things. So these men that I grew up seeing, these men are serving life in prison for murder. And there's many of these people out there or in there, they're crying out to reach to the youth. And all my message on my video today is to the youths them that might be watching this video is prison ain't no joke. Prison ain't no joke. One of the young brothers that is coming out in a few months spoke about prison. Mama said he's scared because the road, everyone wants certain man to come home, but there's pressure, and that pressure's impacting on certain man. And he said in his letter, focus on yourself and guide the youth. Don't be scared to ask questions. 90% of the men in jail are moist. Man are bad on the roads, but moist in pen. I can't say it any better. And these are the men that have been living in these places for years. And they came in with the illusion that prison was a certain way. And when they got here, people that they thought were cool or on this thing or bad man, they realised that they're not about that life. And he said that's 90%. So I'm just going to leave you with that message.